Thank you, Wenjing. Please turn on your camera. Waiting for Wenbei and Aaron to come in. Hello, Wenjing and Liang Zhe. How are you, Liang Zhe? Feeling much better now? Hi, Wenjing. Thank you for your 800 words of essay. Wow, that is a long essay, like an A-level essay. By the way, do you use any chat GPT, Wenjing? You wrote on your own? Sure, confirm. Whole truth, nothing but the truth, the sincere truth. 你骗我，你的鼻子长长像 Pinocchio 啊 ！I like the way，相信就相信，不相信就罢了咯。我不要跟你讲废话，我自己写的。Thank you very much. OK，wait 啦。Okay, please turn on your camera, Aaron and Wenbei. Please turn on your camera. Today is lesson number 3. Aaron, how are you? You look very sick. You still look sick. 你还生病？
没有。
生病？是不是中 COVID-19？
没有。
有没有去刷你的鼻子，看是不是有没有？你有发烧是吗？
Only one day。
一天发烧，然后接下来就伤风，身体好像软绵绵这样，对吗？
没有。
没有软绵绵啊？
我
现在全身整身好像起不了床，哇，like so bad like that the conditions。说你还可以来吗？
呀。
可是这个星期六我不可以，因为我要在家里照顾奶奶。
没事。
对不起因为那工人放假。说本来是这个班6有，可是下个星期六你可以啊？可以你也记得带你的功课谢谢。Okay, guys, we are doing lesson number 3 for this month. Thank you. Last week, I supposed to go through Aaron's essay as well today, Wenjing. But we'll see how much time we have because there are a lot of things to do. And one of the most important thing, Aaron, is to go through the second formula to do summary writing, all right? So let's go about this science and technology. So as usual, using your emotions for motions to get your notion with actions. This is my new book. 也看不到 This is my new book. 等一下 Blur image 可以吗？ Blur image 是不可以。This is my new book. My 第4本书。等一下回去这个。这是我的 study room. Okay. 文静啊 Are you okay? It looks like very down like that. Are you feeling okay? Sure. Confirm you're okay? 我看你好像不大舒服这样 OK Confirm you're okay? 你可以跳一支舞给我们看吗？ Come, to prove that you're okay, let's do a dance. 开玩笑 At least you smile means you're okay. So what is the advance of internet? So we know that science and technologies, they are like good friends. They hold hand together. They came about to come with the advance of internet. Now, you have to understand the birth of internet is because it started off with this ARPANET. Okay, let's read about this ARPANET. Now, ARPANET is because of US defense during the Cold War. If you're going to study history next year, I'm not sure you're doing pure history or elective history. In the pure history, they will talk about something like that. In the Cold War, that the Russian and US, as well as China, three countries, the big country having this Cold War. So they have their ARPANETs in order to make sure that they don't put all eggs into one basket, so they separate them. in different locations, so that if one of the areas is being hit by a missile or nuclear bomb, the rest can still communicate and talk to each other and send information. So let's go. 亮泽, first paragraph. The advent of internet.
The advent of internet is generally considered to have occurred on January 1, 1983, when the apparent opponent and the different data network transitions to the TCP/IP protocol, allowing different networks to communicate. While the root of internet can be traced back to research in 1960s, includes the development of upprun and packet switching. The TCP/IP standards cement its functional and interoperability, making its official birth.
You practice 你的 oral 哈，这样子。
Yeah.
老师给你那个 Uncle Raymond 给你那张纸，你有 practice 啊？
就是那个绕口令嘛。
有吗？
有啊。
Well done. I can see a big difference. Well done. 大家给他鼓掌鼓掌。Please give them a good. Well done. Very good. Well done. 文北，给他鼓掌。Clap, please. 给 Aaron clap 啦。Can you stop flirting with your handphone? He was reading very well. Can you give him a 赞 a clap 吗？咦，真的不甘愿这样哎啊 ，Fiona。The way she clap， 真是。谢谢 ，Well done 啊。The word this is functionality， 记得有 T1 你要 D interoperability， OK interoperability， and what else we have here? Okay, including. So this is the paragraph that clearly tells you that how internet come about because of this ARPANET. So what this is a TCP/IP protocol. It's very important. It's a long form. I can't remember this. I used to study in my diploma and degree for this, for TCP/IP. It's a very common protocol, but now I think they changed to it. Okay, next paragraph. That's
the advent of the internet.
No, that is not evident. The advent.
The advent of the internet refers to the rapid development and
widespread and widespread.
And widespread adoption of internet technology beginning in the late 20th century.
Very good.
Fundamentally challenging how people communicate, access information, and conduct business.
又来一个 and 不要的，这边读到很美 ，access informations and conduct business。记得有 comma
and conduct。
对，记得有 comma pause for 1 second。Pause full stop pause for 2 seconds, but the next paragraph you pause for 3 seconds. So in the 20th century, slowly they start to use it because the Cold War ended. 没有打仗了 ，OK, well done. So they use it for commercial use. 每家喻户晓都可以用到。Okay, next paragraph. Mr. Aaron.
The advent of the internet represent one of the most significant supply side disruption in modern history. This technology.
记得中间要 pause for 2 seconds. This
technological innovation transforms how businesses operate, how consumers interact with product with product and service, and how information is accessed and shared. The internet revolutionized a number of introduced from
numerous industries
from retail and media to educate and healthcare, enabling new business mode, reduce costs and
reducing 你记得有 ing 要讲 reducing
reducing costs and improving efficiency. This efficiency, and this case study explores the history of the internet, its development, and its far-reaching impacts, providing a comprehensive analysis of the
Udama 没有
of this
pivotal.
technological disruption.
I like the way you pronounce explore and the off you slang and far-reaching. That some of the words you pronounce very good. Well done. So the whole entire 3 paragraph is talking about how internet has made to change the world so much so that it's used for a lot of reason, a lot of much better and cut down a lot of costs. And it's true because of internet. Now we got Lazada, got Shopee, got Taobao, got Xiaohongshu, got TikTok, got so many Amazon. Without the father who invented this internet, we are still living on the old ways of shipment. 就是要写，然后就发信，那个信送去那个国家就找货来。That kind of process take very long. It might be sometimes 3 months or even 6 months or even the faster is 1 month plus. So with this advance of internet, it helped to improve the situation. Are you okay with your laptop, Liang Zhen? Okay, don't switch off and on again because I get distracted 我被会影响到。因为我很 OCD 的 sorry So what happened is that what Liang Zhe and Red is this 3 paragraph itself is to give us an overall ideas how the advance of internet, how the advancement, the sophistications, the paradigm shift, okay? The most important thing is how do we keep abreast of technology to improve the quality of our life. Therefore, we must and we have to embrace internet. Without internet today, I think we all cannot do Zooming. Seriously, without the TCP/IP. Okay. So let's move on to the diagram itself. What are you going to talk? Yes, here you are. So science, you see, science and technologies is like society itself. Science gives the informs what you're going to do, and technologies create the demand more. And science seeks to improve the quality of the life, and society demands more. So you see, you realize the society and technology demands more from the science. And once it demand more, the science can provide, it benefit from what? It makes life easier. So can you use this chart? Technology is the use of applications of scientific knowledge for a specific goal or purpose. So you realize all these famous scientists like Albert Einstein, Sir Thomas Edison, Graham Bell, Graham Bell, and who else? Sir Isaac Newton, all the famous scientists and researchers and innovators. The main purpose is to make our life easier. The main purpose is to benefit us. The main purpose is to show that improve. 那请问你do you realize Fiona, every time there's new iPhone, that is increase better and better. Is it a necessary? Liang Zhe, Wenjing, and Wenbei. Is it necessary? Is it necessary to improve? 如果那个 caveman that time 没有发明那个 fire, today we will not have microwave. We do not have toaster. We do not have ovens. We do not have rice cooker already. Today, if the person do not invent certain telephone, today we will not have the kind of sophisticated handphone. Today, if that person don't invent phone sun, today we do not have aircon. So it's good to improve the quality of the standard of science and technology. So 我跟你讲4个宝贝，等一下你这个 Zoom 完了你回去等一下跟你 Daddy 妈咪讲Daddy 妈咪为了要跟着科技的潮流走，明天我要你带我去买最新的电话，因为 Uncle Raymond 讲说新的电话会给我更好的知识。文静文贝亮哲 and Fiona, were you there to tell your parents this? 说不是我讲的 Uncle Raymond 教我讲的咯，因为我需要这种 technology 咯，因为要跟着潮流走 must keep updating, upgrading and upskilling， 没有错其实这个 handphone 你觉得需要吗 ？Is a need 什么？需要这么好的电话吗？不是说你要不要，你有资格买就买，没有资格买，没有这个钱买就不要买。有些人真的没有电话也是这样过活So it's not every technology can help the world to be better. Sometimes it makes the world more stressful, more competitive, and more demanding. So let's look at this one. I like this picture here. It's very true, huh? It's like science is like a tree that branches out of physics, chemistry, biology, earth science, space science. And I think there's more branches out: science of psychology, science of philosophy, science of sleep, 睡觉, science of stress, science of a lot of things. Itself, I look at this picture in the Google. This is not my idea, not my idea. And I found it in Google. I found, hey, this is a very interesting slide that I like to share. It's like a tree that is so strong and hold all these branches. And what if one of the branches would be broken? Will the rest be carried on? Can, but it sounds a bit weird, right? If you see a tree like all the branches are broken, means this tree got problem with it. So I feel that this pictures depicts a very good image that they hold all the important topics. That is why next year, guys, set 3 next year, then you need to choose these 3 subjects here: CPB, chemistry, physics, and biology. So which one do you think? Because all these 3 are linked to the earth science and space science. It's very true. So there will be topics, something like that in the comprehension passage that will allow you to use 所谓百闻不如一见. By looking at the pictures, when you're reading the words, you close your eyes and think, okay. So you imagine maybe this is a tree. So the word sometimes 有些人看字会乱，可是他关注眼睛，他就比出来，哦 ，OK， 原来是一个树，里面有 chemistry, physics, bio, science， 这样就那种感觉 ，OK。So what is Uncle Raymond's the 想法呢 for science and technology? So for me, I start with using modem, telephone line, and R2 cable for connections to internet and access to email. So 这是我们那时90年代 which is your mommy, daddy, and my generations. We use all these modem, telephone line, R2. And what is modem? What is R2 cable? And how is it? Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you what are they. Okay, in the advance of internet supplies side, in the 1990s, home internet access primarily rely on the dial-up modems. 这些咯，这些叫 modem. The pass modem. These are all the pass modem. So what you need to do, for example, if I want to send an email to Aaron, I have to log into this modem. Then you have to that kind of sound come out. Then 你要听到这个connected already. Then 我就快点去 log in, send an email to Aaron. It will not take immediately, Wenbei. It will take a while to receive that message. So you see, dial-up, you see, internet access primarily rely on dial-up modems, not routers, not the router that you have now. Then you got a telephone line, you must key in the number, 电话号码这样. Modems were used to connect to the internet via a standard telephone line. Telephone line 用电话线, you can imagine. Wow, my goodness, 多慢。可是那时候我们用的时候是 wow, we are so happy. We no more no need to write letter 了，不用放那个 stamp 了，不用放邮差了，邮票了。Allowing user to access the web through their computers. So you need a computer, but the computer is very down one, not like so high end. The computer is only one color, green color. Seriously, green color, or maybe 256 color. Not very high-end resolution. Then the router was not a common household device at that time. So no router. Now you see, all these are the routers. And then they were typically used in a commercial or large-scale networks, not individual home. So can you imagine? This is the past that in the 90s that Uncle Raymond and your daddy, mommy are using all these things to dial out to check internet. And the website is also not like now so fantastic one. It's a very dull website. And now with the high-speed router, look at it, man. It's totally different. And then we use this type of cable. Okay, this type of cable. In fact, we are still no more using this cable already. It's obsolete already. 被淘汰了。因为现在有 fiber optic 了。Fiber optic 的 cable 不是这样的。So I can't imagine the next 10 years, they might not be using fiber optic. I don't know what kind of what cable would they be using. Maybe more high-end, I am not sure. So this is the science and technology has transformed. I like this picture here. Look at this picture, so cute. Background information, early development of the internet. Let's read the background. This one is quite important because it ever came out in a comprehension passage. Early development of the internet. Back to you, Wenbei. The internet origins can be traced. Back to you, Wenbei.
The early internet origins can be traced back to research funded by the US government in the 1960s. The primary goal was to develop robust, fault-tolerant communication via computer networks. Key development during this period included
So what does ARPANET stand for?
the Advanced Research Project Agency Network. Was the first operational packet switching network and the precursor to the internet.
Okay, so when you are doing a comprehension passage, when they talk about the birth and the discovery or the start of the internet era, they will definitely mention this ARPANET for sure one. It's a must that you need to mention this ARPANET.
TPC.
TCP/IP.
Protocol. The development of the transmission control protocol, internet protocol.
读了好像要死了嘞。那个 TCP/IP 虽然是死掉了哦，被别种。Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol lays the foundations for data communication over networks. 再来一遍，大姐。
TCP/IP protocol.
Thank you.
Development of the transmission protocol, transmission control protocol, internet protocol laid the foundation for data communications over networks. 3. Email. One of the earliest applications of the ARPANET. Email became a popular means of communication among researchers.
So, sorry, hold on. So what you see the point 1, 2, and 3 is the birth of internet using ARPANET. At that time, the US government used it for the commissions of communications and connections of internet. Did I hear the
internet?
No. I heard the music. Please first. So what happened, girls and boys, leaders? Now these 3 points is very important because of these 3 things that they used to communicate, to pass email. The reason is 他们要 pass information to the defense, to the security, the internal security, to prevent, make sure that there's no spy from the Russian to attack the soil of USA, to make sure that every country, including the capital of USA, Washington, D.C., New York, California, Texas, Chicago, you name it, Florida, they are all being well protected. In case they shoot the missile to US, they know what to do. They will use the email for communication to start maybe a new war. I don't know, but thank God it was not used at that point of time. And after the Cold War ended, let's go.
The internet evolution. Throughout the 1970s and the 1980s, the internet continued to evolve with the addition of new networks and the development of protocols and technologies that facilitated its growth. The introduction of the World Wide Web in the early 1990s by Tim Berners-Lee revolutionized how information was accessed and shared. Access, making the internet accessible to a broader audience.
To a broader audience, in the sense at that time, the US came up these brilliant ideas of World Wide Web, www.com. With this beautiful, thank you. You purposely one, I know. Okay, so with this the birth of internet and the World Wide Web, it really helped to transform the entire world of doing business, educations, you name it, a lot of new platforms. Even now, they're using internet as a scammer. 诈骗集团用 internet. So, 你看 science 也有好处也有坏处. So, if you want to talk about the bad side of internet, the disadvantage of internet, of course, even terrorists can use the internet to transfer funds, transfer information, transfer the equipment to the desolate place, and then go and attack and kill more people. So this evolution of internet, as like Tim Berners-Lee has done it a brilliant job to allow internet and access of World Wide Web. Until today, we have like our whole entire world cannot live without this. Because of internet, now we got TikToks, Facebook, Instagram, all this. Why? Because like 小红书. Why? Because of this. Without this connection of TCP/IP, we can't do anything. There's a possibility sometimes you might came across a passage that talk about this. Okay, thank you. So we at least know how internet come about. The birth of internet is all about ARPANET. Okay, after this, we will be one thing, you will not be reading this, because after that, Aaron, you have to read your essay and Wenjing. But because I got a lot of things, today I also want to teach summary writing and comprehension passage. So I'm not sure whether I got time or so, bear with me. Technology make us more alone. So I will always start with the first paragraph using the AIMS, the atmosphere, interesting sentence, motivation phrases, and suspension to the next paragraph. Advancement in technology have always been welcome and sometimes even revered. Wow, create the atmosphere. 哇，很感动耶，很紧张。来讲 Indeed, technology has brought about extraordinary changes to our life. Very interesting sentence. Let's see how motivating it is. However, the real question is whether such advancement truly benefit us. Sounds also interesting and motivating to read on. Do they, instead of connecting, make us feel lonelier? Personally, I believe that even through technology has its benefits, as well as it does cause us to be increasingly alone. So today I just watched a TikTok. They say ChatGPT, ask the devil, dear devil, ChatGPT, how can we kill mankind? How can we kill humans? How can we kill children? How can we kill students? So the ChatGPT devil said what? In order to kill humans, we will not create war. We'll use technology. We'll use to make sure that they are embraced every day to look into their phones, their social media, and connect and play with it. And slowly they lost the freedom of something. And then that's what they call freedoms of something. Okay, they lost their freedom of connecting people, but to gain that's my freedom. I want to be alone. I do it. So very scary. Technology can really, let's see how true it is. Well, Fiona.
Firstly, the internet has allowed millions of people to easily connect with others on the other side of the globe. By using a smartphone or a computer, a message can be delivered within minutes. This is surely a huge convenience. However, more and more people have become so used and so comfortable with this form of communication that they neglect meeting with their friend or family member in person.
Stop. It's very true. I think this sentence you can copy down. It's super true that there are people now besides eating the food, you take picture of the food, then you eat. Let's go. In short,
many are replacing the need for face-to-face meetups with technology. Whenever they encounter a problem, their first reflex is to pick up their mobile phone and send a message to a friend via popular instant messaging applications. However, there is no guarantee that their friend will answer immediately. If the problem requires urgent attention, this will surely bring disappointment and would very likely affect their relationship. The particular friend may also be viewed as a person who does not respond when others are in times of crisis. Thus, there would be one less friend to turn to. However, furthermore, how much can be said through online message? Have you ever encountered an incident where text messages fail to deliver accurately what you truly mean? I am confident that such incidents are common. Moreover, telephone calls or even video conference fail to provide the same warmth as when you have a living and breathing person by your side. These differences will also cause loneliness as you are unable to be physically with your loved one.
I beg to differ from this. For example, last time when I go overseas and study, or I want to communicate with a person, I only have to dial a telephone number and with a special code and to charge And if you depends on which country you call, is the further the country or the country that's unknown will charge more. Like for example, the one USA might charge more, or China might charge cheaper, or whatever it is. But whatever it is, you see, sometimes it's good that your families are overseas, and then you do a short video call to 报一个平安。哎，妈咪，Daddy，我到了上海了，你们好吗？我刚刚下飞机，找到我的宿舍旅馆 ，something like that. But in the past, we don't have all these things, and we don't know how. We have to wait for the phone call, and then when you call, you don't know what is the background, whether he's staying in a good place or not. But of course, this paragraph clearly shows that it feels to have that human touch. The human touch is so important. Yeah, you can have a video call, but still not as good as the person breathing right beside you, like talking, like discussions. I totally agree with this statement. Fiona, can you go for the next one?
Furthermore, with technology, more games are being produced, be it as mobile phone applications or in the form of video games. These games are also, without a doubt, becoming more engaging and addictive. How often have you seen people spend their time playing with puzzles or switching pieces of candy on screen? Do you notice how absorbed they are that they fail to notice their immediate surroundings? Countless people are also investing more and more time into such games, which are essentially useless. As they choose to spend their time in such a manner, they are left with less time for other activities such as interacting with others. Some people claim that they do not need that much time to interact with people, but humans are social creatures. No one can live in isolation. Thus, if technology continues to advance and games become more common and accessible, more would get hooked and would not have sufficient time to do other activities. This would definitely cause one to feel more alone, as overcoming an addiction is not a simple task.
Remember, this essay was written by an IP student, either a Set 2 or Set 3. And she has mentioned that, with this countless of developments of software, the games have made people to stuck on the chair and play games without moving around to interact. They even stuck in the chair there until they are so engrossed, they forgot to eat and go to pee or go to shit. And what happened? They affect their health. They have forgot that you have a other life, not just to sit there and play game. And even though the games that you play might earn you thousands or millions of dollars, is it worth it? There are some people like that. And don't forget, the more you look at the computer screen, your eyes will get deteriorating. That's for sure, right? Thank you, Fiona. I think I thought I just arranged. Why these stupid things? I just make it better, and then how come? Cannot take it. Just make it nicely. Why turn again? Give me a minute. Sorry 我明明做好了，它的 alignment 又跑掉。你看，sorry. This is the.哎呀。Give me a minute. I just before that I start the class and make it nicer already. I don't know why it's still coming like that. Oh, come on. Fiona, sorry, one more paragraph.
However, an alternative point of view is that technology actually allows us to get to know more people instead of causing us to feel lonely. There have been claims that many have made new friends online, perhaps through social media platforms. Just saying, right? I don't think these friendships or relationships last long. I tried to make online friends, but then they don't last long. Okay.
Wait. One more time again.
I've tried to make online friends before, but then it's like the moment y'all don't talk, y'all will just fall apart. So it's pretty difficult to maintain this kind of relationship.
Brother, Just now what word you use? I try, right? You try. You must put in efforts. Seriously. Boss Fiona, I try to call the customer. You try. So how? You should say, boss, I called the customer a few times. I did my best even to go down and talk to him. I even knocked on the door a few times. I even waited for 1 hour to come back. I've done my best to meet the customer, but it happened, it never turned out. Isn't it better than use the word try? So
Yeah.
because agree because try 你说我试试看 Hello, your parents 没有试试看养你The first 5 years 他从小到大就是没有试试看，他依旧是无微不至的照顾你到你现在。请你们不要试试看 Okay, don't use the word try because you will cry, everything will dry, you'll become fry. So while I did use to say Fiona, I did not try to make friends in social media, but I select friends. So sometimes when I send message to them, they don't reply. They thought I'm a scammer with my stupid face, my 头发这么宽的不大。对 ，understand， 他以为我是恐怖分子。有时候我还有一个很大的胡须在这边，哇 ，confirm 好像我是那个 Osama bin Laden 这样。So I cannot help it, but I thought I'm one of them. So like I'm not a terrorist, right? Aaron, what the hell are you looking at me like this? Do I look like a terrorist with you? No, let's go. However,
what would the quality of interaction be like? By merely talking to them through the internet. Only a certain amount of information and characteristics of yourself can be made known to the other party. Although they may temporarily fill up a space in your heart as a friend, without meeting.
Yeah, I think we meeting 也是很危险的。听说在别的国家 when they meet 的女孩子被 molest、被 rape、被 kidnap
对，听过。
So doesn't mean you meet face to face 就是很好的有时候就是汤里卖了什么葫芦里卖了什么汤什么药你不知道，所以你要格外的小心。你说 prevention is better than cure. And if you want to meet someone else, some people dating online and come out end up 诈骗，全部一财两空，还是被什么失去那个整个的感情，可能没有银色赢什么，可是就是这样。So it's not good, no. Especially when you see the other side, 哇，肥肥胖胖的，头发少少的 no，很可惜有时候在 website 弄得很美。Let's go.
Without meeting physically and without knowing the other party well, it is likely that the friendship will not last. Thus, I will stand by the fact that technology makes us lonely, as this can be more commonly seen in our lives.
Let's hear what Wen Jing will say in his essay. I can't wait to read because it's just sent by today. I got no time to read. In conclusions, before that, the 3 paragraphs, they talk about the goods and the bads and everything, how they weigh, how to see that technology is really make yourself like shit alone at home, like a 4 wall 四面壁过，面壁思过那种感觉。But not true, I got computer use it, but do you have the touch and feel? No? You can send a message, Fiona, 我最近跟我 boyfriend break off 咧，很可怜咧，可能那个是你的网络，你的media social media 的 friend 怎么办 ？Fiona 你说 Oh sorry, I feel the pain for you. Isn't it better? 如果他要哭 I can't wait to go to your place and cry on your shoulder. 来了，我借你的肩膀用一下，你懂意思吗？是不一样的，那种亲切感，这跟 computer 是不一样的。Will AI replace human? No. I don't think AI will replace human. It is so hard to replace human because at the end of the day, human is the best. Oh, really? Oh, Fiona, 我最近跟我男朋友 I didn't know there's a lot of cases in school got boy girl relationship like that. Very sad.
So it is a joke.
Okay.
But my friends, but my class actually have a lot of couples that I feel so single.
I'm not against boy and girl to have a relationship in the secondary school, but 你要自知明must know your limits You cannot just like that. Okay, so at the end of the day, yeah, you can have whatever you do. You can send your WhatsApp to console your friend after face to face, but it's still the best is meet out. 好像你看李白就好了，他一个孤苦伶仃一个人在吟诗， 如果有几个朋友，他可能会死掉。In conclusion, I feel that technology makes us feel alone, and it snatches away our opportunity for face-to-face interactions. The temporary feelings that technologies give us are not beneficial. I would like to add one towards at all. Thus, I feel that we should stay away from our smartphone periodically. 废话, no way, not for me, to have a chat with those around us and reconnect with people in our life. Sorry, to put my handphone away for a while, 文景, Wenbei, Aaron and Fiona is no way. Because 我的电话是在我旁边24小时的. Reason, I might be called from my police for urgent meeting and duty. Okay, second, my student might call me anytime to ask me for help. Third, I will make sure all my ex-girlfriend WhatsApp me without my wife knowing it. Shh, Fiona. Shh. Okay, 不要讲啊，我那些猪朋狗友。A lot of things because fan phone is very important. So we can witness this phenomenon. The keyword is phenomenon. 现象啊, the phenomenon all around us at recess time, in school, in restaurant, and public transport. People ignoring the physical presence beside them. Even friends and relatives and obsessing over communicating impersonally, sometimes with complete strangers. What a strange word it has become. Seriously, you go to the bus stop, you go to MRT, you don't have that kind of connectivities. Okay, guys, take your pen and paper. If you want to, it's up to you. You want to later get it from Uncle Raymond's, by all means. This is the summary skills that I'm going to teach you now. Pay attention, whether you like it or not. All right, let's go. It's called Azar. What does Azar mean? We talk about Azar is like 3 different parts for summary questions. Summary questions. Ready? Oh. First of all here, how many parts in the summary? So Aaron, pay attention for summary. This one will help you score. Summarize the various ways in which nature has equipped animals and human beings so that they can survive. It's only one part. Summarize. So 整个就是 to summarize one part. 等一下. Summarize the difficulties they face in their struggle, how they overcome them, and what skill they acquire doing so. You guys are very lucky. Wenqing, Wenbei, Aaron, and Fiona. This is an O level 2002. 你们还没有出师啊? They are divided in 3 parts. Can you imagine 3 parts? 你看这个，这是 one part 而已啊 one part. So you see, analyze question P parts. So these are 3 parts. So your exam later on summary, see how many parts. Usually are 2 parts and 1 part. But usually it's like that. Then you see, C, the content. Summarize the various ways in which nature has equipped animals and humans. So these are the contents. The content means that 你一定要去找出 nature, animals, and humans survive. So ways in which nature, you see, that is the content. 它的内容它要找出来，它要你 summarize 什么东西，就是那个 content， 那个内容就是这些，就是跟我找出来。That's called C. Then keywords. Keywords 呢，这什么是 keywords 呢？就是那个 what. Okay, what as the things is like, what are the keywords? Various, okay, equip, and survive. These are called the keywords, the keywords. 记住啊，等一下我会解释给你。然后最后一个是 link, the location. 你看以前的旧的 summary writing skill 是旧的 summary exam question 是 from line 7 to line 48. 现在不同哦，现在会跟你讲 paragraph 4, 5, 6. You go and summarize these 3 paragraphs. Usually, guys, take note, Wenqing, Wenbei, Aaron, and Fiona. Usually, they will not ask you to summarize the first paragraph. 你懂为什么 Aaron? 因为 first paragraph 是 introduction. Okay? 然后 Uncle Raymond 会不会 summarize last paragraph? 可能会。Okay? So 记住可能说，可是你不要以为Uncle Raymond 讲说 first paragraph 没有 summary, so 我不管它，你错了。其实那个 first paragraph, the first one, the first paragraph 是最重要，因为他会跟你讲 why computer or technology is good and bad。他已经跟你讲了，说你自己要注意了。有时候他会跟你讲 good and bad， 可是他换那个 summary question 也不知道。 So 那个 introduction 非常的重要 ，OK， it's very important. Next, we got this, the first part is called analyze the questions, right? All right, so next we got the relevant. So zoom in the relevant information. So from line 7 to line 48, you have to zoom in and keep referring to the question. Every time you do, is it at the benefits, or is it the disadvantage, or is it the benefits, or is it the disadvantage? That's how you zoom in the questions. Last but not least, you are the one is avoid speech. Now, listen carefully. In your summary, sometimes they give speech, but inside the speech, they might have some facts. 有资料，很重要的 information. Please do not use your own information now, guys. 文静、文贝、Fiona, Aaron. Own information is different from own words 啊。就是说 own information 本来这个文章这个 comprehension 只是叫你这几点，你不要去 act smart 啊。假聪明说哦，我知道technology 是不好，因为 Uncle Raymond 讲过有那个 ARPANET 可以用来是个，可是 ARPANET 也是不好。那个文章没有讲到 ARPANET， 你不要把那个 ARPANET 放进来讲，这个是叫做 own information。你要讲是在那个内容里面，可是你把自己用自己的语言去翻，不是翻译去翻过来讲。Own words and own information is different. Repeating points. Please, if you say Uncle Raymond is ugly, Uncle Raymond is disgusting, Uncle Raymond is bad, these three are all related to me, so you only use one. Uncle Raymond is an awfully bad person 就好了，你不要用 repeat. Example 他讲 exceptionals， 有时候 example is also very important to use in the summary. 两个很乱呢，说到底用还是不用 ？To be honest, that is why you have to go back to this one. To this part here. Okay. So 记住so that's about it. It's called Azar. Very easy. Last few weeks we used the ASSDRC, about 2 sentences into one. I put my pencil, rubber, eraser, ruler, it's called stationery. Then we summarize. Remember, I forgot to thank the person who gave birth to me. I forgot to thank my mom. Remember the fat, old, ugly Uncle Raymond. So you choose the word ugly, hairless, or something like that, right? And the synthesis, 2 sentences, please discard the old chair. I do not need it. 2 sentences into one. So this is that was the first way of summarizing. And this is the second way of summarizing. The second way is more concentrating on the question itself. The first one is more concentrating of how to summarize the sentences itself. The third one, people find it very difficult. I don't know, but not ready to show you yet. So master these two first, okay? I don't want to do this one first. I want to go through this one first for you. Okay, look at this one. The question is ready. The article below discuss the advantages and disadvantages of mobile phone being allowed in school. So very straightforward, Aaron. So this question divided into 2 parts. Remember the Azar, part 1, advantages, and part 2. Okay, that's all. And maybe third parts will be, this is part 1. This whole thing is part 1 by itself. The part 2 is allowed in school. So you must talk about the good and the bad in school. Let's go for first paragraph. Back to you, Aaron.
As we begin to settle comfortably in the source of the new millennium, where technology is soaring and
thriving. Thriving.
Is thriving and surging.
Very good.
Towards greater
不要记住你不要的，你要 greater。如果你不要，你就 pause greater milestone.
Greater milestone. Traces of this
Traces of this
new technology appear as little harms in our everyday lives. Sometimes we find ourselves debating if we should let such technology interfere with our lives at all levels.
So is it good that to let such a technology to interfere us? The first paragraph itself is to tell you we are going to talk about whether technology is good to destroy us or to help us to improve our quality of life. Back to you, number 2, Wenpei.
Me.
As we
Oh, as we make new advancements in technology, we find ourselves facing some problems. We find ourselves tackling issues if we should allow the very indications of our advancements to rule our lives. The same debate of if we should allow traces of wealth to be displayed in schools by means of branded shoes, to allowing technology like mobile phones to be used in school, rages on. The issue of the latter almost displays a double-edged sword. There are numerous advantages that stem from its invention. However, at the same time, the advent of mobile phones, especially in schools, provide a whole host of problems too.
I thank you, Brad. I won't be surprised if the summary were to be talk about this paragraph itself, because it's very true that mobile phones, are we allowed to use it in school or not? Or is it good to use mobile phones to do using research or some questionnaire using Kahoot? And you know what is Kahoot now, Aaron? Using Kahoot to use it now because we need mobile phone, or is it even the PLD personal learning devices, or is it so there's this thing called double-edged sword? So 到底是公讲公有理，婆讲婆有理，其中道理在哪里呀？就是要还是不要，还是需要我们改化那个 technology 来帮助我们在学习方面更上一层楼呢，还是更下一层楼 ？Back to you, number 3. May I have Wenpei again?
Mobile phones, invented as a progression from Alexander Graham Bell's humble telephone, serve the essential purpose of communication. However, they may be considered a relatively new invention, and the price tags that are put upon them may reflect so. As such, unlike food, mobile phones fall under the category of luxury goods. For someone to own a mobile phone, that person must have a certain level of means to do so. The many connotations that mobile phone ownership carries thus brings about the question if mobile phones should be allowed in schools.
就说你每次读的时候要死掉啊 ，last part。Wenpei, like the mobile phones should be allowed in school. So the many connotation that mobile phones, I feel that these paragraphs may not be used for summary because the only last part they thought I say only. Ownership carry thus bring about the question if mobile phones should be allowed in school. So this one may not be used because I don't know how they're going to put the advantages and disadvantages. Paragraph 4, may I have myself. To a very large extent, I think positively of mobile phones being allowed in school. This one possible. This one confirm possible. Mobile phones came about to serve the purpose of communication. 废话我也懂啊，怎么样呢？ Students and adults alike are human beings with a needs to communicate. Yes, I know. Unlike the past when school operates on a more fixing time and students had little needs for any other communications devices, but now because of the time got CCA, got extra lesson, got all these especially for Set 4 student. Student now survives on the very different set of timing. With a whole host of activities and projects, a student's typical day is extremely fluid. A mobile phone is almost essential to push back tuition timing or notify parents that one is going to be held up in school. Mommy, I got discipline case. Why? I came to school late. So the teacher asked me, the discipline master asked me to stay back to do detention. So I cannot go home. Can you please tell the teacher, I already WhatsApp her, but she never replied me. Can you call her now? I cannot make a call. Thank you, mommy. Bye. See you later after detention. And after 4, come and fetch me. As this fluid timetable applies to a majority of students, it makes sense to allow the use of mobile phones for practical reasons. So it looks like number 4 is a very high chance to use for summary writing. Let's go with number 5. Some school opts to utilize the preference of mobile phones. Oh, okay, this one also possible to use the advantages and disadvantages of using mobile phone in school. They have allowed for the use of mobile phone as a learning tool where students get to type and send their answer to the front screen of the classroom. Wow, so high end 啊！有吗？我忘记了，我离开学校很久了。Instead of trying to curb the use of mobile phones and find an almost losing battle of preventing the bringing of mobile phones in school. you know 文贝不是文贝Fiona， 你懂最近有一个学生 slash 那个老师的手吗？在一间学校，真的，你知道吗？文贝、文景 ，Aaron slash 那个老师的手啊，等一下我讲啊。Where are we 啊？This school have also used mobile phone to their advantage. There's only so much one can do to prevent bringing mobile phones to school unless school conduct a body search. Cannot 啦。On every student every morning, 笑啊，不用读书了，你以为是监狱啊？ It is almost impossible to prevent a student from taking a mobile phone in school. So instead of wasting the resources trying to fight a losing battle, schools should think of innovative ways to incorporate this new culture into their teaching and learning. Confirm number 5会用到。There are of course 2 sides of the coin. Oh really? And there are definitely reasons for not allowing mobile phones. Oh, so that is the advantages. Last 2 paragraphs. This is talking about the disadvantages. Not allowing ma, so it's disadvantages, the keyword has mentioned. So this now you see Aaron, I told you already, the first sentence of each paragraph until the full stop. This one also, you see, the first sentence is always the key sentence, the very important content. Azar. Where am I? What the hell? Okay. As mentioned, one needs to be able to take care of his basic needs before being able to obtain a mobile phone, and it can still be considered a luxury item. So a mobile phone may still be seen as a status symbol. 对啦. It's not about the iPhone 16 or Samsung or Oppo or what. Young, impressionable students may get their priorities wrong and save up to get the very mobile phone. Yeah, very true. They see their classmates owning. You know China, that time when they start off to iPhone 4, got one crazy guy sell his kidney away just to buy an iPhone 4. 你知道啊？神经病耶！他现在 regret 了，有 iPhone 16了，连他卖另外一个 kidney 吗？没有，我不可以 donate kidney 了，我 donate 血可以吗？我 donate 血，我 donate 10包血。哇，你知道很久的事情啊。Students may neglect their study as they work part time to achieve. Okay 啦，你 work part time 自己的钱吗？没有错啊。To achieve their aims of being able to purchase a mobile phone, perhaps worse, they may resort to theft. 哇，偷啊！哇，这个就惨了，这个是 disadvantage 了，对吗？So 我答应了。来Fiona, read number 7.
Mobile phones, as a means of communication, may also double up as a means to communicate undesirable information. During examinations, students may be tempted to cheat with their mobile phones. Students may store answers in a mobile phone and refer to them during the examination. They may also take photographs of the question paper with the camera phones before sending them to their friends who may be taking the examination at a later time. This is one way how the questions get leaked out. Smartphones nowadays are able to tap upon the internet. The search for answers to questions in examinations is just a few clicks away. The possibilities of utilizing the mobile phone to cheat are endless. By allowing students to bring mobile phones to school, schools are giving students an opportunity to cheat or maybe tempting them with that very option.
All in all, allowing the bring of mobile. So 这个是你看 the first sentence itself 已经跟你讲 disadvantage 的。All in all, allowing bring the mobile phones to school may seem, see this is a conclusion already. So usually conclusions 没有东西讲，就是 sum up all the points already all the goods and bad points. All in all, allowing the bring of mobile phones to school may see it as share of disadvantages like creating the temptation to cheat and shifting the student focus. 我已经有 answer 了，懂得怎么写 summary 了。cheat and focus for studying to material ones. However, mobile phone provided increased communications and such strategies should be embraced for it here to stay. And there is only one smudge resistant we can put up against its entry into our life. Thus, it will be much better to utilize mobile phones in ways in which teachings and learning can be enhanced. So you see, 这边可能会讲到很多了，来看看那个上面讲什么啊？Use your own words as far as possible. Okay, let's go. Azar, how many parts? Summarize the negative, one part of allowing. Summarize the negative of allowing mobile phone in school and how the use and how the issue of mobile phone should be viewed in school. So guys, we are talking about negative, one part, and how the mobile phone in school can be used. You see, effects of the allowing mobile phone. This is one part. And the next thing is how the issue of mobile phone should be viewed in school. Should they be viewed in a good way or bad way? And how are they going to use it? So there are two parts of it. Get it now? So where? Use only, you say paragraph 6 to 8. So 亮着, surprisingly, the last paragraph 亮着, paragraph 8. So 5 and 6, 4, 5没有用到。为什么呢？为什么 4, 5没有用到？因为 4 and 5是讲 the benefits of. What's wrong with my mouse, man? I really hate it, man. Seriously, I'm very OCD. Sickening, man. You see the number 4 there? This is advantages, right? And number 5 is also advantages. So number 6 is the one that is disadvantage. Number 7 also got to do with the use of mobile phone and disadvantage. And number 8 is where they summarize the good and the bad things negative. So you see, you are there. Huh? So 不要玩这种东西哦 okay? Okay, now the rest of it, I leave it to you. The question is there. You want to do not, I leave it to you. Summary, I already told you what is it. Okay, so now what you need to do now, because of time constraint, I don't want to miss out any of the story, especially Aaron, 我们有读过你的 story 吗？没有是吗？还没有 Aaron，
我不知道，忘。
你因为你上个星期你生病，所以现在开始来读。
Last year I have a very bad experience because I cannot control myself. I still remember that day. I feel very regretful after what I did.
I feel very regretful 啊。
Regretful.
请问你title 是什么？忘记了。
就是
What's the title 啊？题目是什么？
好像是你做了一件让你后悔的事。
OK。来读了。
That day, my friend and me,
记住错，不是 me 啊。
哦。
When you use me 是第三个。That day, my father told my friend and me. But 如果是两个人，就是 I 啊。
My friend and I went to supermarket. We saw many delicious
你懂为
snacks.
什么这个吗
Went to the
？OK，carry on，就是那个地方，那个的就是那间 supermarket 发生的事情。We saw
many delicious snacks, but my mother always told me not to eat too much junk food. However, the snacks looked too tasty.
so 啦，喂，do
So tasty. Tasty. And I wanted to eat them very much. My friend said, just take one. No one will know. I thought about it, and finally I decided to steal one small chocolate bar.
偷啊！
Ball. Yeah.
你真的偷啊？
没有啊，
你这个是真的故事还是假的故事？
假的。
鬼才相信你。开玩笑，开玩笑。你看 Fiona 也是，他也是，哼，我才不相信。我同意 Uncle Raymond 的说法。是 Fiona send message 给我，说 Uncle Raymond, do you believe Aaron's story? Okay, come.
At that time, I was very nervous. My heart beat fast and my hand was shaking. I put the chocolate in my pocket and walked out of the store quick. But when I left, the secretary
Not out
guard,
of the store quickly 咧，应该是对 quickly 来对。Okay. But when I left,
but when I left, the security guard security guard stopped me. He asked, "What is in your pocket?" I feel very scared and ashamed. I had to take out the chocolate and say sorry. The guard was angry on me, but he let me go after I promised to
哦，
never do it again.
这么好啊！我不只是做了它，我还扁它，我还要它绑起来啊！文静 ，I will still whack him, man！ 偷东西，你该死啊 ！OK，
After that, I cry a lot.
Hello， 男人流血不流泪，OK， 不可以哭。
这是假的呀！
我就是跟你讲。Carry on.
I know I made a big mistake. My parents were very disappointed in me, and I disappointed myself. Now I understand that temptation can make us do stupid things, but we must to be strong and make the right choice.
Okay, when you see can 啊，that's my
Yeah.
stupid 啊 ，can 啊不可以 s 哦。
我忘了。
to do stupid things 在 exam 哦，有些人讲说不可以用这个字 stupid。OK，especially stupid 是一个粗话来的，我不懂怎么讲是粗话，还是一个不可以用 to do silly things。OK， but we must be strong and make the right choice. Okay, next one.
This experiment teach me important
Past tense 就是要 taught.
Taught me an important lesson. Honor is the best way. I will never steal again, and I hope
Honesty
others
is
can
the
learn
best
from my mistake too.
Okay, not bad. Thank you, sir. Okay, Wenjing, are you ready? I want to go through the essay. I don't want to delay. I enjoy reading the essay more than doing other things. So
As human
等一
civilization
下。Ready? Let's go.
As
Do you
human
agree that technology
civilization
negative impacts family life? And what our dear friend read is this do technology damage family life? Let's go.
As human civilization grows, population rises, and technology becomes more advanced, many people have wondered if technology is really good for our family life.
I like that. So it's
Okay.
a question mark, right? You're asking, right? So it's a question mark. Carry on.
Technology has many uses, such as Wi-Fi, online networks, computers, machinery, weapons, entertainment, and artificial intelligence. Our world is now entering more advanced development as more and more technology keeps improving. The question arises, does technology negatively impact our family life?
Very good. You create the atmosphere first. And you create the interesting things that technology has many uses. So the first sentence itself is like creating an atmosphere to tell the people, hello, from the past until now, do you know technology has made us very different and affect our life? Like for example, technology say, oh yeah, it's true. You create the interesting things. And the next thing, the motivation statement is now entering more advanced developments. As more and more technologies keep improving. You want to know now? Let's read on the next paragraph. Creating things, the suspensions.
Technology is useful in many ways, such as giving us the ability to talk to someone on the phone using just a simple call function. This was something people in the past could only have dreamed of.
I totally freaking agree with you, man, sir.
The ability to enter an online realm to interact with people all around the globe. We use technology in our everyday lives. It just keeps getting better and better.
Stop there, stop there. You know, recently our Prime Minister won the elections, right? Last time is people will do a phone call. What now they can do a video. Hey, hi, Mr. Wong. Hi, well done. Thank you for the things or whatever. Congratulations to your party. Even now with Putin and or those whoever do a video, I see Xi Jinping want to do a video call. It's so common. It's what our dear friend is talking about here. Let's go.
We now live in a world of man-made items that solve many of our problems. From the ability to communicate to transportation, safety, and even our accessories, all are made using modern technology.
We are talking about Chapter 8, Social Studies, Set 4 topic.
Technology is very powerful, and it has affected everyone's lives. Families can now communicate on their phones. So, for example, if someone in the family lives on a trip overseas, the family members at home could just call them whenever they want to chat. In the past, people could only write letter communication. Was really slow and ineffective. Our online network allows us to send an email instantly to someone far away with just a simple tap on the screen.
So this paragraph is talking about good thing of family, not negative. 对吗，文景? Because this paragraph itself seems like the positive, but not the negative. Not the negative, that's what you're talking about. Not the does that negatively impact. So it's a positive impact for the first paragraph. So next paragraph, is it positive or negative?
Of course, with great power comes great responsibility.
Wow, Spider-Man. Wow.
Although technology has its good parts, we should realize that everything has its good side and bad side. Just like yin and yang, one is the light positive, and one is darkness, which is the negative.
Whoa, you think what? The Avengers okay. Well,
Technology has
this paragraph
changed
got a lot
our
of
life.
Spider-Man, Marvel's comics characters.
Technology has changed our life with our family dramatically.
I totally agree.
It allows us to talk to our loved ones almost anywhere.
Fair enough.
But most people do not realize when they spend too much time on their phones. Our phones offer many entertainment features from videos to games.
So,
These can take up a lot of our time if managed poorly.
okay.
After a long day of work, the first thing people do after reaching home is to just sit on their couch and start scrolling. This content is addicting and fun to watch. It is no wonder why people can spend hours and hours of time scrolling, and this heavily decreased family time. Children who have a device would
So wait
spend
a
their
minute. So
time.
this is a paragraph we are talking about negative. Okay.
Children who have a device will spend their time playing games on their devices instead of playing a physical game with their family. Even parents could spend a lot of time hooked onto their devices. When someone in the family is so hooked on their phones, they will take a really long time to reply to their family. For example, when the parents called their children to eat, the kids may be deep in focus playing their games and will not reply to their
So
parents.
you want to put children or you want to put kids? You want to put the British spelling, the UK or the US? So do not put like that, Take note, because some teachers like me, I will be very fussy. So you want which one? Are you showing off to me that you know both? Some teachers are like me,
No.
sorry, but I know what you mean. But please don't. In exam, you either decide when the parents call their children to eat, the children may be deep in focus. So for example, when the parents call their kids to eat, the kids may deep. So I would prefer kids rather than children than kids. Okay, nothing wrong, nothing wrong with this. But some people want to have the consistency. Everything children or everything kids. That's all about it. Okay, no hard feeling.
In the past, as we got home, we would always greet our family first before spending some time with our family. Now, with the usage of phones and devices, people will literally be on their phones at any possible given time. When given the chance, we are always going to choose the phone over our family. If an entire family is hooked on their phones, their eyes fixated on the screens, not only will it damage eyesight, it will permanently affect the time we have to enjoy family time. Everyone has one life, and everyone has 24 hours every day. It all depends on how we use our time. If we spend our days on the phones online, we will have less time to talk to our family in reality. The online world is just a false world that will never be reality. When you are on your phones, you are gradually losing more time to have with your family. Technology.
Wait. I think this is you are gradually losing time because you realize, our dear friend Ling, we spend our days that will never be reality. At the same time, you realize this sentence, we spend our days on the phones online, we will have less time to talk to our family in reality. Then you say on the online is just a false world that will never be. So the days that we spend is on the world that is never be real. And the worst thing is that because of that, you are gradually losing time. So you will see there's a connection. What the stupid damn thing, where is my mouse? Oh, sorry, I'm very frustrated. So this part here is super good. Sorry, I'm get very frustrated when I cannot. Okay, this is super good. It's just laying here, and then you link here. You may not know, well done. Okay, very good. So this is a connectivity style of writing. Let's go.
Technology has positive impacts on our lives, making our lives easier. But if we do
No,
not spend our time wisely, we are losing ourselves to our own creations we made to make our lives easier. Technology is a good servant to our needs, but it is a bad master when you are
copy
completely
somewhere. Smart
copy
move,
from my child.
Correct now. Well done. Wait. Hey, where's, you see my mouse gone again? Ai. Okay, carry on.
We only have one legitimate life. So we should spend our time with our real family. We should love our family and stop our phones from pulling us into that fake world of fantasy and wonderfulness. As everything in life is not positive, we will see setbacks and disappointments in life. It is the cruel nature of our world. Stepping into a world of wonder made by technology is not permanent, and it is not reality. Our family is the true friend we have. One's family will always love them. Technology will harm our family if we do not use it wisely. I agree that
Wait.
technology.
Sorry, it's my mouse. Wait, I can't find. See, I can't find the point. I need to. I would like to mark like that, lah. I'm different from your teachers. I like to mark to cross to make sure that you can use this point for your future reference, for your future exam paper. Oh, Aaron, now you understand. So every time I mark, I tick there, I put a tick, I put a remark there, so that next time you can use it for your future exam paper. 没有啦 Okay, come.
I agree that technology negatively impacts family life due to how much irreversible damage it could cause to our relationships. It will deplete our time with family. Technology has its positive sides, but until we can find a way to control ourselves, technology will negatively impact our lives.
Why I cannot mark now? Better save first. Sorry, my PC hang for a while. Sorry, I don't know what happened. So I cannot. Okay, can. I agree that technology negative impacts the life due to how much irreversible damage it could cause. Wow, irreversible. So bad. Quite true. Yeah, depletes. Wow, my goodness. Okay, yeah. A1 for that. Very good. Very good. Well done. Okay, only left for about a few minutes. I don't want you to do the summary writing, so we just well done now, Aaron and Wenjing. Well done for the two of you. The girls, I hope you can submit your essay as well. So let's go through this part here. Present simple. I have a car. So I think last week, I'm not sure I went through this. These 12 tenses are super important. They are all go by 4 by 4. 4 set by 4 set. Ayo, come on, move, man. Ayo. I cannot move. Okay, come. Let me go through. There will be an exam for this. Please take note. It's very good for your editing. So present tense is I have a car. So your exam, you might do this. I have a toy. I have a house. I have a house. I've been living there for 10 years. I don't have a house. I'm looking for one with my wife. Do we have a house? At this moment, we do not have. That's present, simple, no changes in tenses. Present continuous is always with an ing. I am buying a house next year. Or I'm buying a house now. I've already put deposit. I'm not going to buy a house because I have a few. Are we going to buy a new house now? No, not at this moment. So present perfect. The word perfect means the action has been totally completed. No need to argue. It's already evidence and proof, especially in comprehension. So when you see had been there, that means the action has been completed. They have been staying there for donkey's years, has been a while. Something has happened in the goods and bads. That's this. That's what happened. They haven't been there means they totally never been there to the place before. Have they been there is a question, right? So this is a question whether they have been staying there long or not. Next one, present perfect continuous. Again, with the word continuous, you must put ing. I don't need to say I have been. She has been. It's different. I have is for I, we, and they. He and she is used has. Past simple, no need to say past tense add with ed. That one is straightforward. No need to tell you. Next, we have past continuous means I was playing. Why was? I thought I should be were. No, for a grammar rule is I was. Never use I were. That is past tense. If you say I was playing football yesterday with my friends, when it started to rain, that's how I got sick today. That was action completed was. Okay, and is for I. She was, he was, I was, it was. They were, we were. Okay. The past perfect is like this one had. It's the same thing that goes to the present perfect. When you see the word perfect means action has totally, completely, 100% completed, no arguments about it. It's all facts and true that he had worked there for 20 years and yet his boss refused to give him an increment. 你还继续做，20年还没有加你薪水，你还在那边做，你有一点好像可能太过忠心耿耿了。Past perfect continuous. I have been watching my team playing since 1983. I'm still watching and supporting them. I have been. So it's very completed. Different from the one I have been and confirmed this one present. I have been living here. That means I have been living here. I'm still continue, but in the past there. This one is I have been watching since 1983. But now whether I continue to watch or not is another story. Right? Whether I want to continue watching it or I continue supporting it is another story. But I have been living there. That means the action has been completed. And I was still living here or may not be living here. Depends on the next sentence. Future simple is always very simple. I and we will use we and shall. And he and she will use will, they will. But usually we and I is using shall more than will. So it's future continuous 不用讲就是 ing 了不用讲的 ing. Okay, future continuous. I will be playing football tomorrow with Aaron's and Wenjing. Okay, further future perfect. He will have finished. Uncle Raymond will have finished. You see will you cannot put has When you see the word will, you see by right have is for I, we, they and he and she is using has. But because of the will here, you use have. So Uncle Raymond will have finished his homework. It's not because of Fiona keep pestering him and keep calling him and disturbing him. Okay, he will not have finished his work because Fiona keep calling him. Something like that. Future perfect continuous. We will have been starting to go and watch the movie if it's not because of Fiona tying the shoelace so slowly. Huh? 又关我什么事 I like the way you roll your eye. 整天就是我。你可以换人吗？你可以换亮泽吗？还是文景？这不是我讲的，这是 Fiona 讲的，他给我，我出卖他了 ，sorry. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the 12 tenses. There are total 16 tenses to use, but these are the 12 tenses, okay? The other 4 don't confuse you. So there will be a small test for this. I will give you this. All you need to do when you say I don't know, all you need to do, I will put this. Then your job is to draw on the piece of paper, and then you fill in the answer. And I want to test you how good it is. Please do not put in the Zoom chat. It's a bit difficult. The best is right on the piece of paper. Or better still, you can use this as a homework, Aaron, to practice it. Okay, Wenjing, Wenbei, and Fiona to practice it. Okay, so this is a sample. This please do not bring to school. This is very powerful. It's not for me. It's everything from Google Chat. Google Chat GPT and Google. So this is a figurative of speech. Take note. Please take note. Similes. If you don't know, look at this example. Metaphor, look at this example. Personification, same thing given to you. Okay, this one, apostrophe, you know what I mean, apostrophe, apostrophe S. Okay, hyperbole. Okay, this one you don't need to learn. Transfer appetites, no need to learn. Euphuism, no need. Irony, yes, this one must do. So, this one no need. But it's good, I got it from the internet. Too difficult. This one, yes. This one, yes. All these are epigrams, maybe half of it. And any antithesis, if only for A level, seldom used in O level stuff. But it's good to know if you are going for JC, so you are one ox. This one is very common. Oxymoron. Aiya. 我很 frustrated 每次是这样 oxymoron yes confirm very important this one no yes this one is used for social study very good exclamation 不用讲 climax anticlimax irritation yes onomatopoeia sometime not really sometimes this one no okay. Your job is to look through this. Of course, if you want me to explain, the examples are all here given to you. Okay, so a quick one. So like the hyperbole. Hyperbole is a statement made emphatic by overstatement. Virtues has the sense of the shore. That means 就是很大很宽 Virtue 就是好的东西，就是好像弟子规三字经是一种无价之宝的宝藏。很夸张的，还不是很夸张的形容一样东西的东西 ，OK？ to describe something that is 太过很夸张，可是非常好，也是可以非常烂的东西 ，OK？Hyperbole。So irony 就是 opposite So these are very good for your literature, for your comprehension, okay? But of course, when you do, you still don't understand. Please WhatsApp me, okay? So this is the one I done already. Got any more? Have you done this? Have you done this? Hello, guys. Fiona, 文贝、文景，做了没有？没有啊？没有啊 ？OK， then 这个呢 ？OK， 这个没有就不用紧。好，然后我们就做。What the hell？ 这个看你们要不要做要做就最好，不要做这个 AI 的我们就下次做了 summary。What the hell 嘛？哎呦。Okay, this one, this is another summary to do. we'll do next week because we spent about more than 10 minutes to do the 2 essay. I think it's worth it. It's helpful that you read your classmate essay and get some experience and wonderful essay. I think that's really good. Hope to have more this essay coming out along the way. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good weekend. Next week, then you come, okay? Come and bring all the homework. Right. Thank you, Wenpei, Wenjing.